to Torture the Friend to Death Part 2. Hey, I say y'all coming back if I like the video. Hey, I like the video, so here we are. You know what I'm saying? I kind of forgot what's happening. I think hold on, let me see. Let me go back. Cause I think where was we at? We was like, I remember what's his face was snitching on him. Kyle was snitching on everybody. I think it was right here. He was right here. Okay. All right. So we're gonna start right here. I kind of forget, so we're gonna try to get like a little recap because I know y'all forgot to. So hey, I'm on my camera. But hey, put it right there. Let's see what it is. Time about.
Okay, I'm gonna bring Kyle in here with you. Okay.
This is 16-year-old Kyle Hooper, Amber Wright's half-brother. He's just finished a grueling one-on-one interview with a detective and is clearly distressed.
Both your kids are in a thing for murder.
Number 2.
Also, like I said last time, y'all like the video if y'all want a part 3. Because I don't know if I'm gonna finish the whole thing. It's like 30 minutes left. Y'all know if I finish it because y'all can look at the time stamp on the video. So y'all know if I finish the video or not. But if I didn't finish it, all right, like the video, all right. Don't just sit here and watch. Don't just watch me for 30 minutes, right? There's no way you watch me for 30 minutes and don't like the video. Like, come on, bro. Come on, man. Do you want to support me, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like Jesus Christ. But anyways, hey, yeah.
What do you mean?
What we told you was in the store. I mean, it was like everything was planned.
Approach everybody?
Everybody.
Admitting that everything was planned is extremely important because it proves mens rea, premeditated criminal intent. So not only has Kyle essentially admitted to murder on videotape, he's also admitted to a specific degree of murder. First-degree murder.
We're gone.
They took my phone.
Everything's gone. James is on it too.
On what? Is it on this?
Now Kyle has also unexpectedly implicated his stepfather, James Havens III, stating that he is in on it too. Kyle Hooper, much like his sister, has told detectives a bit of a story while his mother was present. However, they likely realize at this point that he is the weakest link, as he was the one who originally confessed to his mother. He certainly doesn't seem to want to tell the full story in front of her, so the detective pulls him out into a room alone, where he sits wiping ink from his hands from his fingerprinting. Little does he know, a confrontation is about to begin.
So, sorry about that.
What's wrong?
I want to be perfectly honest with you, okay? This is how I work. I'm giving you an opportunity right now to lie to me. Okay? If you take that opportunity, okay, you're a fool.
No, I'm not lying to you at all.
Everything that comes out of your little mouth right now better be 110% the truth.
It's almost
okay?
like a movie or some shit.
All right, now let's start back at the beginning of this. And this is your one and only last chance to correct any discrepancies you may have of the story that you told me. Okay? Want to start fresh?
No. Man, I'm scared. Yeah.
Kyle, I'm sure you are. Okay?
I've never been to I don't want to go. I don't want to go through none of this. I didn't mean for none of this to happen.
Okay, but you know what, Kyle? Right now is the time to man up. Right now
Put your big boy
is where
pants
the
on.
rubber meets the road. Okay? I can't do nothing for you. I can do nothing. I can't talk to you if you're not going to tell me the truth.
She may be trying to empathize with him to make him feel like she cares, but she makes no hints or promises that he won't be locked up or that she will help him. Meanwhile, Kyle is hiding his face with his hand, which may indicate that he feels shame and wants to hide himself from the detective's gaze.
So let's start at the beginning, okay? Just you and I here, just start at the beginning. Tell me what really happened.
Kyle begins his story with important insight into his state of mind that night. He and his biological dad did not get along, which may have been a major factor in Kyle's sudden decision to move in with Charlie. To that end, he sold his laptop to raise quick cash for rent, and that instigated an argument with his mother. Feeling like he was losing his family, he went to his stepfather, James Havens, for mental support, who later dropped him off at Charlie's house. His anger and frustration may have been contributing factors to his fateful decisions later that night. With the stage set, Kyle begins his shocking tale.
He drops me off. All right. Well, we got this kid that comes over. His name's Brandon. He plays the guitar.
Brandon?
Yeah, his name's Brandon. He plays the guitar. He's got long hair. He's in a band and stuff like that.
That comes over to Charlie's house?
Yeah. You know, he
That
plays
boy
guitar.
is
Well, he was out there
snitching.
playing guitar and stuff like that out in the front yard and everything. And then Mike, he was like getting all into it. He went in the house. I guess he was snorting some pills or whatever. And, he was.
What kind of pills was Mike snorting?
I'm not sure.
He was
they
doing
were white
ecstasy.
pills.
Where'd he get him?
There's no telling where he gets any of this stuff. I don't know. He don't tell me nothing about stuff like that, honestly.
Okay.
The detective is interested in these pills, but all Kyle can contribute is that they were white. Yet Mike's alleged drug use that night may have contributed to him making the decision to kill Seth and follow through with that choice. Although it's unknown what specific drug he may have taken, many illegal substances have been linked to increased levels of violence.
So he's snorting some pills and so on?
And he, he's getting all hired, wired up, hyped up and everything. And somebody brought up the name Seth, and he's like, man, I want to go on a killing spree tonight. He's like, I just...
Bro said he want to go on a killing spree. People get high or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And they might want to go out and, eat some food, listen to music, you know what I'm saying? Watch some movies, you know what I mean? Normal shit. This nigga said he trying to go on a killing spree. Not even just, I want to kill somebody, even though that shit's crazy. But not only did he not say just one person, a spree. So that means like 3, 4, 5 people if he can. The fuck? Now I did hear about like what it's like if you take it was like, okay, so I be watching the interviews with rappers and shit like that, and they be talking about their drug stories, and they be saying like he remember it was this one person, he said that he took like ecstasy for the first time, or it was some of them hardcore drugs or like perks or some shit. I don't think perks let you do that though. It was one of them fucking hardcore drugs, and he took it, and the nigga was like tripping out. Like he thought his mama was trying to kill him, and you know what I mean? Like they said that when you take drugs like that, like you will literally wake up the next day in jail and not know what the fuck happened. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like that crazy. So I do know like when you get high off the shit, which I don't even understand why people do that in the first place. Like but that can happen. You know what I'm saying? People can be tripped out, like just literally that tripped out, and they just you know what I mean? So definitely do not make nobody mad. If they that high and they're like tripped out like that, like they're not gonna remember this whole night. They're not gonna remember nothing that happens from this point on. Don't make them mad. Same as if somebody's drunk.
And,
I never been drunk before. That's my last time pausing. I never been drunk before, but they used to say like when you drunk you don't care, something like that. I don't know.
he's like, you guys down? And I told him no. I told him I don't.
When he said you guys down, who's he talking to?
Like,
you and him?
Me, Amber, Charlie, Roach. Okay.
Who's Roach now?
The guy Justin Soto.
Oh, okay, so okay. So Soto was there.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Kyle hesitates, but then officially places Justin at the scene on this night, disputing his claims that he did not hang out with them and had no knowledge of anything that took place. Justin is going to have some explaining to do.
I know you were there.
His hands in his shirt.
I know about what you did. I know that you participated. And I want to know exactly what you did
so that I don't blame you for something you didn't do.
Is he
Because
falling
everybody else
asleep?
is. All right?
Blaming me?
Yeah.
The detective has clearly learned details from the other interrogations. However, Justin doesn't know how much she knows, and she's implying they're laying the blame for events squarely at his feet. It appears that the detectives may be using the prisoner's dilemma as one of their tactics to get everyone to talk. This psychological dilemma involves separating people and then giving them a scenario in which each person must decide, without being able to communicate, if they're going to cooperate with each other and stay silent, or if they're going
what'd
to,
he say?
and then giving it appears that the other interrogations. However, Justin doesn't know how much she knows, and she's implying they're laying the blame for events squarely at his feet. It appears that the detectives may be using the prisoner's dilemma as one of their tactics to get everyone to talk. This psychological dilemma involves separating people and then giving them a scenario in which each person must decide, without being able to communicate, if they're going to cooperate with each other and stay silent, or if they're going to turn on the other and deflect blame off of themselves. All the while, the detectives tell each person that the other has already spilled all of their secrets and blamed them. Here, each of the suspects face this same decision dilemma. If they all stay quiet.
See, okay, now y'all let me know what y'all doing right here. So look, I don't know. Dang, this is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Because if you say you was in a situation, right? Like if say like, okay, because you would think that everybody when they did this killing and shit like that, they talked it over. Like, if we get caught, hopefully they're smart enough to say this. If they're smart enough, they would have said, they would have came to each other after they killed somebody. They would have came together and said, okay, no one snitch. All right, no one snitch. Everybody take it to the chin. Act like you don't know nothing. Blah blah blah. So if everybody put a pack down and say, okay, we're gonna do that, and then one of them snitch on you and they say, yeah, he told everything. He told all this. He told everything. He told on you. Like, just you might as well just give me all the information now because I already know everything. Would you get mad? Because what they really wanted to do is try to turn on each other and say, oh, well, he did this and I didn't do that. He did that. So it's just really just a whole big mind game. See, the police is smart, bro. They like 10 steps ahead, especially some little dumbass teenagers like this. They niggas is preteens and shit. Not preteens, but like young adults. That's the word. Young adults. If they young adults, they're not even like, their mind not even fully developed and shit. You know what I mean? They don't get mad. Oh no, he did that. No. And also I seen
Quiet. There may not be enough evidence to convict them, or they could receive a lesser them. Here, each of the suspects face this same decision dilemma. If they all stay quiet, there may not be enough evidence to convict them, or they could receive a lesser charge. But with the choice to cooperate with each other comes a great risk. If only one person stays silent while the rest talk, they risk getting blamed for everything. But if they all talk, then they all could face punishment. The detectives will put the pressure on even more by suggesting to each person that the others are pointing the finger at them. Is this just an excellent way for interrogators to get to the truth? Or is it unethical to pit suspects against each other as it could incentivize false confessions? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
I think it's justifiable. I believe it. I believe in it. I think you should do it.
Yeah. Well, I know what happened to Seth. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, floor is yours. Question is Roach going to look out for Roach? Or is Roach going to not look out for him and let him take the fall for everybody else?
What?
Well, since you put it that way, this is what happens since they were.
As easy as that, Justin joins Kyle in revealing the truth of that horrible night. Meanwhile, Kyle's grim story is far from over. Mike has just taken the pills and is amped up and ready for violence.
Was he talking about killing? Was he talking about killing Seth?
Pretty much, because he was like, man, because he's like, all you gotta do is find him and kill him on the way down here and everything like that. And he didn't want Amber to call him off on the phone or text him. He didn't want nothing to have her or Charlie to have nothing to do with it.
What could Seth possibly have done to stir up such animosity with Mike? This couldn't have been a random event. There had to be a motive. Perhaps Amber has already given investigators a clue.
Why does Michael not like Seth?
Because he likes Amber.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So have you ever dated Michael?
We've never dated, but we've always had a thing for each other, but never dated.
Okay.
Despite what Amber says here, Seth certainly feels like she and Mike were in a relationship. The two former lovebirds engaged in a social media war after the
chilling at the house with Amber and Kyle, bored as shit. This is what Seth said, March 14th. See, the police got everything. All the posts you make and shit. This nigga went on Facebook on Xbox Live. What the hell? The fuck? You could do that? They was on Xbox Live on Facebook? What type of shit is this? Damn, I already missed my baby girl. Love you, Amber.
The breakup.
Then nigga liked his own post.
Which demonstrated how volatile things had become between them. In February of 2011, before the breakup, their Facebook posts were what one might expect from teens in love. But then on March 23rd, Amber announces that she is done, followed approximately a week later by a similar post from Seth, indicating
this nigga put single wrong. Single hit me up now that I don't have a trick now.
That he is now single. Seth and Amber continue to express their
Seth Jackson. We both need to just let all this shit go. Yeah, we split. Yeah, it hurt, but I'm over the dumb shit with me and you. I just ain't going to let Mike have his cake and eat it too. Seth also said, it don't work that way, Amber. You know that. Amber says, how are you done with it? We are continuously write shit about me. When you continuously write shit about me, talk shit about me, hate on me, fucking say shit to me. Huh? Tell me because I really want to fucking know. Exactly. You're done with it. If you keep bringing my name to shit, so you learn the definition on done. I don't know why that's irritating. How the fuck you didn't give him a chance to respond? She gonna say, talk shit about me, hate on me, fucking say shit to me, huh? Tell me because I really want to fucking know. Exactly. You're done. You're not done with it. Like, you didn't give me a chance to respond. You know, she shot that little. That's that girl shit right there. Girls be doing that all the time, bro. Like,
their frustrations, which leads to an online war, with friends on both sides providing support.
Savannah, Emily, that's not nice. I don't care. That's fucked up.
And sometimes a voice of reason when they take things too far. On April 3rd, Seth seems to want to extend the olive branch, but Mike gets involved and Amber makes it clear she wants nothing to do with Seth. According to some sources, it was around this time that Seth challenged Mike, and the two got into a fight. Despite being younger by 3 years, Seth apparently won the fight, deepening the rivalry between them. Battle lines are drawn. Amidst this...
Oh, yeah, we gotta read this. Oh, yeah, it's getting a little...
They take things too far. On April 3rd, Seth seems to want to extend the olive branch, but Mike gets involved and Amber makes it clear she wants nothing to do with Seth. According to some sources, it was around this time that Seth challenged Mike, and the two got into a fight. Despite being younger by 3 years, Seth apparently won the fight, deepening the rivalry between them. Battle lines...
15, Seth Jackson, ha. This bitch dumb as fuck, bro. He can't fight my... They using the N-word? Wow. That's how I know. Most white people be saying N-word behind closed doors. We know that, though. Like, you know what I mean? I bet your son can whip his pussy ass. Amber. See, just like I said, Seth, stop being childish. And how the fuck did I cheat on you the whole time when I pretty much lived with you when we were together? I was with you 24/7, so stop talking shit. That's all you know how to do is get drama started. And how am I a hoe? What? Because I dumped you? Because I got fed up with you? I got fed up with you throwing? This nigga, she can't, bro. Why can't y'all spell, bro? This is supposed to be the words throw. This, what? Okay, whatever. I felt with you throwing me into walls. I was tired of you calling me a cunt and a whore every day. I got tired of you treating me like I was nothing if you're so effing perfect, why don't you get over the jealousy you have and get yourself a new girl you can hurt? Because I'm sure enough done. Oh, and about
are drawn. Amidst this online chaos, it's no wonder that Seth was suspicious about being jumped when Amber suddenly wanted to make nice with him and get back together.
Well, Amber decided and she agreed to it.
Your brother told me everything.
Okay.
So you can sit there and you can continue to lie and I'm gonna walk out and treat you like a piece of garbage. Or you can sit here and treat me with the respect that I treated you with. Okay? And you can tell me the truth.
Snitch. She gonna snitch.
What's your choice gonna be? Okay. Speak up so I can hear you too. Okay?
Alright.
So let's start at the beginning again. And you tell me this story. And the first time that I think you're lying, I'm getting up and walking out of here and I don't care what happens to you.
Yes, ma'am.
You understand me?
Yes, ma'am.
She's talking crazy.
The detective is far more aggressive now. Amber begins with Brandon playing music and designates the same.
You gotta play the motherfucking what's the word? Like you gotta play like like your parents. Like that's a mother figure right there. You know, your mother get mad at you, like tell me what happened, or I don't care no more. I'm just gonna beat your ass or whatever. However your parents punish you. You know what I'm saying? That's how she act like, bro, literally.
Players on the scene, including Justin and her stepfather.
James and Brandon both left after.
Bro, nah, bro. This nigga right here is ugly, bro. Like, I can't, bro. Like, Jesus Christ, bro. Jesus Christ, bro.
Like, Brandon was playing guitar.
It's the same players on the scene, including Justin and her stepfather.
James and Brandon both left after, like, Brandon was playing guitar and everything. They both left. And Mike was, like, talking to Charlie and Kyle and me. And he was like, you should call Seth. And I was like, for what? He's like, act like you're gonna make up with him. And I was like, for what, Mike? He's like, because I'm gonna kill him. And I was like, why are you gonna do that? He's like, because I'm tired of him.
This is a key moment, as Amber has now revealed her knowledge of Mike's intentions. This admission means that she knew something may happen to Seth if she called him to ask him to meet her. She's now gone from an innocent bystander to an instrumental part of Mike's plan.
She's stupid.
So I went into the front with Charlie, and I called him, and I told him I wanted to make up.
Why did you...
With additional confirmation that the girls are not as innocent as they claimed, there is still another confrontation that needs to take place to get the full story.
I need you to be totally honest and truthful with me, okay? Because we have talked to other people. We've talked to Kyle, okay? And Kyle has told us his new version of the story, okay? He's, from at this point, he's been totally cooperative, okay? I know there's some things that transpired prior to. I know there were some conversations prior to about something happening.
The detective is being intentionally vague when he hints that Kyle has given them information. He wants to increase Charlie's discomfort so she will be more likely to talk.
I wasn't involved in that. I don't know what he's talking about. I mean, it might have been between him and Mike, but I don't know.
Kyle has already, and I'll be honest with you, has implemented you in being involved in knowing or having knowledge to this thing transpiring prior to it happening.
But I didn't.
This what doesn't make sense to me. You're telling me that you guys are in this house. You drew out a diagram for me of your house where everybody was sitting at. The C is for
Me.
The A is for
Amber.
the K is for
Kyle.
the S is for,
Seth.
and then Mike was in his room allegedly, correct? Okay. Who else was at this house that you did not put in there?
Roche was there, but he wasn't there when that happened.
Yes, he was.
I didn't see him.
It seems likely that Kyle, Amber, and Charlie had previously coordinated with Justin to leave him out of the events completely. The detective shifts focus to Seth's arrival.
See, that's how I told you. They came together and they talked. I knew it. They came together and they talked. So what they said was leave Justin out of it and nobody snitch. That's what they said. But why leave Justin out of it though? It's something about Justin we don't know about. Justin had to have like, does he have a football? Because usually some shit like this, like, if you got like a scholarship or some shit like that, you obviously don't want to get caught doing some shit. You know what I mean? Doing some dirty shit. Now you lose your scholarship. Now you a fucking homeless nigga and shit. You know what I mean? So it's something with Justin we don't know about. Is he got something going on? Like, why did they leave Justin out?
Amber and Charlie had previously coordinated with Justin to leave him out of the events completely. The detective shifts focus to Seth's arrival.
And you said that he just unannounced himself and just came to the house. Is that correct?
Yeah.
No one told him to come to the house.
No.
How did he come to that house? Because I'm telling you right now, there's a different story in that other room.
I mean, he walked.
I understand he probably walked with his left foot and his right foot, one in front of the other, and he physically came to the house. This is where you need to be truthful with me. You need to be truthful with me. Because right now you're beating at the bush. Okay? And you're not being truthful with me. Can we both agree on that?
Yeah.
This at least is progress in the right direction. Let's check in with Kyle.
Let's check in with Kyle. Kyle
Take a deep breath. You're doing really well. It's about time.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Once he pulls himself together, he provides some insight into his feelings for Seth.
I really hated Seth. And there was time, because my ex-girlfriend, I found him in the bed with my ex-girlfriend.
Damn.
I really didn't like that, and I loved her. But I really didn't want to go out and kill the kid. It wasn't my intention. And he comes.
So it sounded like everybody hated Seth. Everybody hated Seth. It was somebody had a personal dilemma against Seth. Seth, they was mad at Seth. Seth beat niggas ass. Seth fucking y'all hoes. It sound like Seth that nigga and y'all mad.
Alright.
Seth beat y'all ass and
but I
fucking
really
y'all
didn't want to
hoes.
go out and kill the kid.
That's crazy.
It wasn't my intention. And he come. Alright. Well, Mike was
Just
talking
fart?
about it. He's like, listen. He's like, I'll do it. And believe it or not, Amber wanted it done.
Let me go back, bro. Let me lock you in, bro. Let me lock you in. I'm sorry, y'all. Lock you in.
Well, Mike was talking about it. He's like, listen. He's like, I'll do it. And believe it or not, Amber wanted it done. Amber don't want nothing to do with him. Amber wanted him dead and gone. He deserved it.
Wow.
Kyle is deflecting responsibility off himself by justifying what they did, by blaming the victim and stating that he deserved it.
Right.
I wanted him dead, but I didn't want to do it. And I didn't want nothing to be a part of it. I didn't want nothing.
And Mike said he would do
But
it.
Mike said he would do it.
So you talked to Mike
he kept
about
on
it.
saying, man, I'll take the blame for it. I'll take the blame for everything. I'll do it. I'll do
Where is
everything.
Mike at?
I'll take the blame if the cops ask you, if anything. I'll take the blame. I have nothing to lose.
Kyle has admitted to quite a bit so far. He seems to mistakenly believe that Mike could take all the blame for killing Seth if he's the only one who pulls the trigger.
It's
No.
whatever. And Amber
It's all
agreed to
part of
it. Everybody was agreeing to it.
So did Soto agree?
Huh?
Soto? Roach?
Everybody agreed.
He
Like I
agreed?
said, everybody agreed.
Amber agreed?
Mm-hmm. And
Charlie agreed?
Mm-hmm.
Mike said he would do it, and you agreed. So there's 5 people.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
The detective makes it perfectly clear that Kyle is stating that each of them were involved in premeditation for murder.
Right.
And Mike's
So
like, man, I can't do this. It's got to be done now. He's like, wait, Mickey, he's sitting in the love seat. He's like, it's got to be done now. Mike opened the door. I come
See, this is
out.
another thing too, right? That's my last time pausing. This is another thing too, right? This is why, for all my kings out there, this is why when you're dealing with a female and you're dealing with a girl and stuff like that, same vice versa for girls as well. You don't want to like all my exes. We're all on good. I might not talk to them, but they don't hate me. Not that I know. Like, it was never a big fight, and you know what I mean. Like, unless they like, it was one she cheated on me. You know what I mean? So like, obviously I'm not fucking with her no more. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna talk to her no more. So if it's nothing like that, you know what I mean? Like, as long as it's not like no big fight where they hate you and you know what I mean, it's a whole lot of controversy and drama and beef. That's why you gotta leave it all. Just leave everything. Let bygones be bygones. You know what I'm saying? Don't cheat on nobody. Just be good, bro. The energy you put out there is the energy you're gonna receive. All right. So this is why all my exes, I'm cool. All my exes, you know what I'm saying? Might not talk to them, but I'm cool. You know what I mean? So I ain't gotta worry about niggas like this. They had a whole team of niggas that didn't like you. You feel me? Like, it's tough.
I hit him over the stick with the head.
Where was Seth when you hit him?
He was in the chair,
Okay.
and I hit him over the head with the stick, and it broke 3 times on him.
Kyle had
Whoa.
It'd be done now. He's like, wait, Mickey, he's sitting in the love seat. He's like, it's got to be done now. Mike opened the door. I come out. I hit him over the stick, the head.
Where was Seth when you hit him?
He was in the chair.
Okay.
And I hit him over the head with the stick, and it broke 3 times on him.
Kyle had previously admitted that both he and Justin Soto intended to hit Seth to make it easier for Mike to kill him. This is considering aiding in the murder and could make them just as culpable as Mike. He's now admitted that he actually followed through on his part. In another room, Charlie's detective is about to use this event to perform a coup de grace.
At no time did you ever say, when Kyle hit Seth across the head with this stick, board, or whatever this object was, what the hell are you doing? What's going on? If you didn't know what was going on. You see the picture I'm painting now? Obviously, you had to know what was going on, okay? Because any person in their right mind would have asked this question. If you and I are sitting in this room, and whomever's sitting over here, and I just start beating the hell out of him, aren't you going to wonder, what's going on? You never said that. You know why? You know why?
Yeah.
Why?
So I knew something might have happened.
Exactly.
Oh, she actually corroborated.
Charlie finally admits that she knew something might happen. Once the detective started being aggressive about her lies, it didn't take very long for her to break under the pressure.
I hit him, and he stood up. And when I broke it over his head 3 times, he stood up. And then Roach come in, and then he hit him with his stick, and then he was trying to go through the kitchen, and Mike shot him in the back twice with a gun.
Kyle hit Seth with the thing, and I flew against the counter, and I looked.
Roach hit him with a stick too?
Yeah. I didn't look at
Y'all smacking niggas with sticks? Sticks and stones might never break my both sides.
I was in the kitchen, and all I seen was Seth fly, and then Kyle and Roach flew, and Mike flew right behind him. And Charlie was like,
Nah, for real, y'all could have found any other thing to hit him with, though. Like, Jesus Christ, bro. Anything? Y'all could have a stick? What is this? Y'all 12? Like, what are y'all grabbing sticks out of? Are they talking about sticks like out of like a tree branch stick? Is this what they talking about? Or am I lost? They had to be talking about a stick, bro. What other stick that they got? You know what I mean? Like, what the? Why do y'all? This fridge actually not that bad. I like that refrigerator. They got the Great Value. Damn, they got the off-brand cereal. Damn, they definitely live in a gutter. Off-brand cereal. Cocoa Reese's. That's disgusting. If you eat Cocoa Reese's, bro, get away from me, bro. I mean, honestly, they're not that bad. When I was a kid, they was good. But if you're a grown man eating chocolate cereal, bro, don't talk to me, bro.
Like twice with a gun.
Kyle hit Seth with the thing, and I flew against the counter, and I looked.
Roach hit him with a stick too?
Yeah. I didn't look at it. I was in the kitchen, and all I seen was Seth fly, and then Kyle and Roach flew, and Mike flew right behind him. And Charlie was like, come to the room, come to the room, come to the room.
When Kyle hit him over the head, that's when we ran into the room because we didn't know where Mike was. Like, we thought he was in his room, and obviously that's where he was. But, like, we didn't know where he was with the gun.
Okay.
And then he was still trying to go out the front door, and Mike just kept on shooting him. I kept on telling Mike, I was like, stop it, let him go. Mike, and he just kept on shooting him. And he goes out the house.
I just got out of the way and Mike pumped his ass.
And Roach grabs him like this and set on the ground and has him choked. And I don't know what he did to his knee, but he kind of messed up his knee, and Roach rolled over.
Who messed up his knee?
Roach,
Okay.
Soto. And he rolled over, and Mike come up and shot him in the head, and that's when it was over.
Mike
Damn.
shoots him. How many times?
It's like 5 times maybe, I guess.
Right there on the spot?
And oh my God, man. And come back into, and then I was like, Mike's like, man, grab him, you gotta grab him, Kyle. We can't have nobody, we gotta grab him. And I was scared, I was freaking out, and I'm like, okay. And I grabbed him, and I pulled him up the stairs, and
Grabbed who?
Seth. I started pulling him up the stairs.
Was Seth still alive?
Partially, yeah.
Okay, so he was still breathing at that time.
He was partially still alive.
I walked in the room with her. I was so shooken up. I'm staring at her. I'm crying. She's trying to hold me to stop crying. I'm about to puke from it all. And then they got him in the house and laid him on the floor.
And then they put him in the bath. And then
Who put him in the bathtub?
Roach come in and he helped put him in the bathtub.
Did you help put Seth in the bathtub?
Yeah, I grabbed a little piece of him and just put him in there, and then I just went out and
And then when he was in the bathtub, Mike kept on getting all psycho and pissed and kept on punching him and shooting him. And I had to grab him like this to pull him back. And I told him to stop. I said, listen, you need to stop right now. And then I come in and then Mike's wanting to break it. I come in and Mike's trying to break his kneecaps to put
Is
him
he
in a
dead at
hog
this
tie.
point, or is he
Yeah,
still?
he's completely dead.
Who broke his legs and knees?
I think Mike did that.
And that's when Mike had his kneecap, had his leg pulled out like this with some in his hand, some hard, trying to break his kneecap.
How'd you get the scratch marks on your legs? Fighting with Seth?
No, I didn't. It's some with still woods and stuff.
Finding firewood?
Huh?
Finding firewood
Yeah,
to burn up Seth?
I guess, yeah.
And then Mike was like, Roach, get him in the bathroom. And then Charlie was like, Amber, don't walk out there. Don't walk out there. We don't need to see it. That's when Mike walked in the room with his gun in his hand. And he was like, I love you both, but if you say anything, I'll kill you both.
When a person threatens to kill another person to get them to commit a crime, that creates a duress defense. However, this is not usually a defense to a homicide, as it's considered wrong to take another person's life, regardless of whether your own life has been threatened. Furthermore, since Amber was aware and participated in these events before there was ever a threat involved, her part in the murder is already done.
22.
The 22.
Okay.
22 revolver. It's all black.
Where is it at right now?
It's under the house in the air duct.
That's where the gun's at right now.
That's where the gun
Where
is
are the
supposed to be
sticks
at right now.
that you guys?
Everything got burnt.
He then begins to explain how they disposed of Seth's body once his kneecaps were broken in the bathtub.
Why did they break his knee? What the fuck was his kneecaps going? What did it have to do with anything? You already killed him. That's literally some Jeffrey Dahmer shit. That's like literally killing somebody and then deciding to break their leg, deciding to break their arms, break their fingers. Like what do you want? You want a damn what do you call it? What's the shit you call when you go somewhere and you bring back something? A souvenir? You want a souvenir for killing him? You want to fuck his kneecaps? What the fuck? You gonna hang it on your wall? Like, what do you need to break his kneecaps for? What the fuck?
And then he hog tied him, and then he put him in the bag.
Like he gonna get up and run away or something like that. He's already dead. He's dead. You did the job.
It's under the house in the air duct.
That's where the gun's at right now.
That's where the gun
Where are the
is supposed to
sticks
be at right now.
that you guys?
Everything got burnt.
He then begins to explain how they disposed of Seth's body once his kneecaps were broken in the bathtub.
And then he hog tied him, and then he put him in the bag.
In what bag?
Like I said, that sleeping bag.
Okay, so after the bathtub, they put him in some blue thingy that you said,
Yeah,
like a
A
bag.
bag or something.
Okay,
He
what do
was
they
brought
do?
up, he was brought up there.
Who brought him out?
Mike and Kyle.
It says Mike and Soto.
Well, they brought him up there first, and I just dragged them a little bit.
After a pause, Justin amends his story since the detective already knows he was involved, but just a little bit. He'd already been collecting wood for the fire, and now they got it started in the backyard, preparing to dispose of the body in the bag.
We had these two tires. The tires, now the rubber was supposed to, I guess what Mike said was supposed to overdo the smell of the burnt body, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Where'd you get the tires?
the tires were already in the front yard. They come off of some car or something. And then I come out there, And then Roach was telling me something about the shovel. Like, I guess he hit him over the head with a shovel or something. Because he was still, like, Mike's psycho. He's crazy. The guy's completely dead and he's still hitting him.
If what Kyle is saying is true, Mike continuing to strike the body with a shovel could suggest that he's trying to relive the experience of killing Seth. He may have felt a rush of adrenaline when he first attacked the victim, and he wants to feel that excitement again. The drugs Mike took may have also contributed to his frenzied behavior.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah,
You and Mike stayed out there and watched the body burn in the fire,
I
right?
stayed out there.
You stayed out there by yourself?
Yeah, most of the time.
Okay, well, thank you. I appreciate you being honest about that, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it was your job to make sure the body burned?
Yeah. I just wanted it all to be over.
The next morning, when the fire's out, Mike prepares what remains of Seth's body for disposal.
We're just going around there. Mike's in the bag picking teeth from his skull and playing with his tongue. He's all sick and everything.
Bro, what the fuck, bro? Like, honestly, like, you are literally like, where's Mike at? Why is he not in here? I want to talk to this nigga. You was playing with niggas' dead tongues, picking his teeth, breaking his kneecaps. Bro, we're literally wanting the souvenirs, so I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I just wanted it all to be over.
The next morning, when the fire's out, Mike prepares what remains of Seth's body for disposal.
We're just going around there. Mike's in the bag picking teeth from his skull and playing with his tongue. He's all sick and everything. He's putting them into them containers with paint and everything, the ashes and everything.
Who's helping him do that?
He was at that point. He was just doing everything by himself at that point because everybody just said, "F it, we're done."
Where is Seth right now? Where is all of his body parts?
It's somewhere in Ocala.
Where?
Oh, well, it's some rock quarry thing or whatever.
This quarry was a place Mike had once gone swimming with an ex-girlfriend, and he knew it was a desolate place, perfect for disposing of the paint buckets that contained his victim.
It's out. You brush your teeth, right?
Yeah.
You know what toothpaste look like, right?
Yeah.
You ever mashed it?
Yeah.
You ever try to put it back in there?
It can't go back in.
Can't.
I want my mother-in-law.
Can't go back in, can it?
No.
Somewhere nearby, Amber faces the music for her part in the debacle.
What were you thinking?
I was scared.
What were you scared of? There was no threat
I was
at the
scared
time.
of Mike.
But there was no threat at the time. Seth wasn't even there.
Mhm.
So what? I mean, what are you being afraid of? Seth wasn't even there. There was nothing for Mike. Mike, you said Mike told me I love you both. He would never do anything to hurt you. What were you thinking about getting Seth up there?
I don't know. I wasn't thinking at the time.
Did you just hate Seth that bad?
I didn't hate him. I was hurt.
Does your mom know about this?
The detective asks her brother the same question.
What do you think your mom's gonna say when you? Does your mom know this true story?
Oh, yeah. She knows what I told her.
What do you think mom's gonna say? Not one of her children, but both her children are involved in murder.
GG in the chat.
Last but not least, there's Justin.
I just don't want to get into no more shit. I didn't even want to get in this shit. I just wanted just to get my life together. I was planning on going to the military and everything, but
Told you. What did I say? It's something he was. I'll tell you, bro. Every time, bro. Literally, every time. You gotta listen to what I be saying, bro. Cause I always say it, bro. I should be in these. I should be the one doing the documentaries. I should be the one in here questioning niggas. Cause I know. You get me? No, like I said, they came together and they said they left Justin out of the picture. Why they leave Justin out of the picture? Why ain't leave nobody else out of the picture? You would think that everybody would just selectively want to not be, you know what I mean, in the picture. But for some reason, they said they're trying to make Justin not be a part of it. Why? Why is that? So I say, okay, it has to be something like he has something he wants to do. Like he might want to go to NFL. That's what I say about a scholarship. Might have a scholarship to a college and he's trying to go to NFL. If he has some dirty stuff on his record, he's not going. You know what I'm saying? What is it? A military. You think he might get into the fucking military? He get in murder and shit? No, he done for. He's done. You know what I'm saying? I knew it. It had to be something.
What do you think Mom's gonna say?
Had to be something.
Not one of her children, but both her children are involved in murder.
Last but not least, there's Justin.
I just don't want to get into more shit. I didn't even want to get in this shit. I just wanted just to get my life together. I was planning on going to the military and everything, but it's fucking out of the picture now. Well, my life pretty
Why
much is
didn't
out
you
of the
just,
picture.
let me ask you this, you're telling me you wanted to get your life straight, this, that, the other.
I don't like,
That's all bullshit, because if you wanted to get your life straight, you know what you would have done? You would have not participated in this, and you would have called the cops and said, this is what's about to happen to this kid.
Right.
You gave no regard to another person's life.
Right. So why should we give a fuck about yours?
Why didn't you call 911?
Because I want them dead.
I don't call 911.
You don't call 911?
I don't like being on the call.
But you let a person die.
And
Because that's the honorable thing to do?
Damn! She went out on that. That was the perfect timing, too.
With interrogations complete, detectives begin sending the suspects one at a time to where Kyle and his mom are waiting. He's sitting in the chair, currently just off screen.
She said, you tell me the truth and all I can, and straight the truth, and I will try helping you. That's why I need to talk to the detective again. I'm gonna just come out with it, and I'm gonna get everything done and over with, and I just want it all done. So I told him.
If someone cannot afford an attorney, they have a constitutional right to have an attorney appointed. This is explained to every person in custody as a part of their Miranda rights. But Kyle doesn't seem to fully comprehend this right.
I wish I would have never met this kid, man.
Who?
So,
I wish you didn't meet Mike.
that too.
Where's hers in China?
I don't know. I haven't even seen him.
Can I have Mom come out?
I had to. They knew we were lying.
Immediately, Amber confronts Kyle.
For a second. Is that your mom's purse?
Yeah.
Let me get your mom.
They should leave it.
No, actually.
So, we've interviewed Amber, Charlie, and now you can't now. I know you're lying to me.
They immediately begin talking about the interrogation. It's likely that they're unaware that they're being recorded.
Stupid as hell. This is dumb. Like, what?
I'm sorry, guys.
He's not gonna wait for me.
Charlie taps her arm where her husband's name is tattooed. With the prospect of facing incarceration before them, the conversation turns to their feelings about the idea.
Yeah, that's what I'm terrified.
I am too.
Because I'm actually going to an actual jail. And then an actual prison is really juvenile.
Really?
Well, I'll probably be going.
You can't, you're 15.
Yep, they can trial me as an adult.
This nigga 15?
In
They
time,
are
they begin
preteen. These niggas is 15. I was right. They're fucking preteen. Oh my god, bro. This.
Well, I'll probably be going.
You can't, you're 15.
Yep, they can trial me as an adult because I actually.
In time, they begin to speculate about the one person who is still missing, Justin.
So for you, and I hadn't done getting interviewed, which was already out because I heard them talking about a cigarette. So where's Rose now? And I even said if they don't do anything, if like they don't do anything about us with us, then we're gonna have to watch our backs.
Well, with Mike?
With anybody. You know how many people are gonna hate us for this? People that don't even know us are gonna be looking for us if we get out of this.
Why?
There's a 15-year-old kid murdered because of us. Do you honestly think people want to be around that? Do you think people think there's those kind of people are supposed to be here?
Yeah, but it's not our fault.
Hell, I don't even like the
you mean it's
kind of
not your
people,
fault?
and I'm one of them now.
I don't
And
need
I didn't even do anything.
You're literally the whole reason this nigga even came to the house.
Throughout their discussions, they've been placing the blame squarely on Mike as the ringleader, discounting their own contributions to Seth's murder, as Kyle does here. They seem to struggle to acknowledge what they've done or take responsibility for their own actions.
Hey, bro.
Amber, where are the clothes that you had on that Sunday?
After Amber answers the detective's question, Kyle takes the opportunity to try to find out some information.
Can you tell us anything what's gonna happen to us?
Yep, I sure can, and I will. Just in 1 second, just let me go back and tell him what she said. What shirt did you have on? This is the story. You're an adult, correct? Juvenile and juvenile, correct? Am I right? You two are under 18 and you're 18.
Wow, they're all fucking pre-teenagers, bro. I thought they was young adults. I mean, she 18, so she damn near a young adult, but what the fuck? She damn near, bro, no, bro. She a young adult too, bro. She's stupid.
You're all going to be booked with first-degree premeditated murder.
Damn.
You two will go to the juvenile assessment center. You will go to the Marion County Jail. Okay? Take a deep breath. You'll have no bond. You won't be getting out.
How many years?
Oh, honey, this is not. Listen to me. Everybody, just take a deep breath.
Like, well, since we really didn't do anything.
No. See, but you did. Yeah. First of all, let's get over that hump right now, okay? That we really.
She talking crazy. Oh shit! Hold on, we gotta listen again. Dude, why she own that? She's like, bro, y'all about to just go. She's talking about how many years we getting. Don't worry about the years. You're not getting out. You're staying in there. You're in there forever.
18.
Oh shit!
You're all gonna be booked with first-degree premeditated murder. You two will go to the juvenile assessment center. You will go to the Marion County Jail. Okay?
She's not going to prison.
Take a deep breath. You'll have no bond. You won't be getting out.
How many years?
Oh, honey, this is not. Listen to me. Everybody, just take a deep breath.
Like, well, since we really didn't do anything.
No. See, but you did. Yeah. First of all, let's get over that hump right now, okay? That we really didn't do anything because everybody's complicit here. A person died. A person was murdered, okay? We all knew about it. We all planned it. We were all involved in getting it done. So let's hop that hurdle first, okay? Let's man up to the fact that, damn it, this was a pretty heinous crime and we all had something to do with it. Now we got to deal with what will happen to us from that, okay?
Yeah, well, it was like the fact, like, I know I was scared because Mike had a gun and
you know what? Stop it. Do you think we haven't been listening to everything you guys have been saying in here? Are you that stupid, really?
I know.
And just stop. Because I don't even, lying to me just makes me just, ugh, I hate it.
I wasn't lying.
Oh yeah, you were. You lied about a few things. But anyway, that's what's going to happen. It is one step at a time. Remember to breathe. That's how we get through stuff like this, okay? But you know what? I will say, you, sir, I have a lot of admiration for because at least you told the truth.
Having praised Kyle for his honesty, she informs them that they will be booked, but that they still have the trial to determine their guilt or innocence.
What? How? Is Roach going to do the same thing?
Yes, he is too. He's admitted his part. He will be booked also.
She tells Kyle and Amber they will let her see her mother before they have to leave, and then departs. The staggering reality of their situation begins to sink in.
We're all in for murder. I lied. What? Did you say, why did you lie? This is our life now.
Oh my God, man.
We didn't do anything with the body or anything like that. I get 5 years, I'm 20 by the time I get out.
Amber is unable to grasp the true magnitude of what a first-degree murder conviction would mean.
Right.
5 years would be a drop in the bucket compared to what she can expect.
Right. 5 years.
And I'm gone, Joe. Joe's gonna be gone. He's not gonna stay at all. This is all because of Mike. Played us all.
Where's Mike at?
I'm so scared. I'm gonna get my ass beat in there.
Oh, yeah.
I think gonna be like, and I can't fresh little meat. I'm gonna be the smallest fucking person in there. Oh, it always is. Oh, you guys are going to the juvenile thing. I'm going to the big thing. Juvenile is fucking crazy. The jail is full of older people now. Now the juvenile is all these. I'm so scared. It's gonna leave me.
In the middle of this despair, the detectives let Justin into the room.
Oh, God.
He is not happy.
We're screwed.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
And Mike's fucking running while we're all handling it for him.
All right. Mike ran away.
I want my mom. I don't want.
Why is he standing at Joe like that? Look at this nigga. Why is he standing like that?
I just want my life to end right now.
Huh?
I just want my life to end right now.
Detectives now had a pretty good idea of what may have happened to Seth, but there were still missing pieces to the puzzle and a suspect at large. However, everything was about to fall into place. Later that same night in Stark, Florida, James Williams Sr. was driving home. He'd only stopped at work long enough to tell his boss that he needed the night off because there was something very important that he had to do. That something was taking Mike Bargo to turn himself in to the police.
Dang.
Mike was his daughter's boyfriend, so Mr. Williams had offered him sanctuary in good faith, unaware of the real reason Mike needed a place to lie low. Yet just before, for his overnight shift, Mike admitted the truth to him, or at least a version of it, and agreed to turn himself in. Now cleared of his work obligations, Mr. Williams was on his way to help him do just that. However, as he neared his house, he witnessed a multitude of flashing blue lights surrounding it. It seems the police had already tracked Mike and were going to relieve him of his duty.
Dang.
This is James Williams Sr. He is the father of Mike Bargo's girlfriend, Kristen, and is the man he chose to stay with while on the run from police.
Tell me how you became involved in this and what knowledge.
This was literally recorded on the lowest. This is not even 360p. This is like 160. Like, god damn, it's the worst fucking camera I've seen.
Yeah, okay. I just run down everything exactly to you as what happened.
Okay.
Yesterday, I got a call from him, actually from my daughter, wanting to know if he could come up and stay at my house for a couple of days. At which point she didn't tell me anything more than that. And then he called shortly thereafter. And I said, well, he said, look, I got in an altercation in Ocala, the place I was living, got into a fight, and they threw me out of the house, and I needed a place to stay for a few days while things cooled down. And he said, and he started getting all emotional, and I kind of figured it was something, I said, what's going on, Mike? And he said, Jimmy, he said, at that point, I believe he said yesterday or the day before, I believe he said the day before, that somebody had raped his little sister, and he shot him 8 times and killed him.
Mike seems to feel the need to get things off his chest, but still can't bring himself to be completely honest.
And I started talking to him, and I said, look, man, I said, I'm telling you right now, I don't need no trouble like this. And I said, you don't either. The best thing for you to do is turn yourself in. And he pretty much agreed that that's what he was going to do. Said he was going to call his father to come get him.
Mr. Williams claimed he had a strict job, so he had to go check in before he could request time off. He went to do so, intending to come back and be the one to take Mike to the station, even though he didn't tell him. While he's gone, Mike decides to open up to someone else in the household. This is Crystal Anderson, Mr. Williams' live-in girlfriend. She was at the house during Mike's visit.
And then after I got done cooking, and I got Jim up to go to work, and he left, Mike's like, "Can I talk to you?" And he said that the little girl that lives there, that's 15 years old, said that her boyfriend had raped her. And I was like, "Oh my God, are you for real?"
What? Oh,
and he's like, "Yeah," and he's like, "I killed him." I said, "What?"
Mike completely unburdens himself, telling the entire story to Crystal as she listens in horror. According to Crystal, Mike claimed that he killed Seth because Seth had allegedly assaulted Amber. Because James and Crystal are important figures in his girlfriend's life, he may have wanted to make himself look better in their eyes. If he said he only killed to protect a girl he saw as his little sister, he may have believed he would appear more sympathetic to them.
And he said that after he did that he took 5-gallon buckets and put the ashes in the buckets. Him and the girl's stepdad had drove them to some place where they go swimming at, and had took cinder blocks and tied them to the bucket and threw his body in the river.
Crystal's story cements James Haven's culpability as she describes that he was involved in disposing of the body. Several accounts place Justin Soto at the scene, too. Allegedly, Amber texted James Havens, her stepfather, and asked him to come to Charlie's house. Once there, James helped Mike and Justin load the paint cans, cinder blocks, and a dog leash into the back of his truck, and Mike gave him directions to the quarry. There, they used the leash to tie cinder blocks to the buckets and threw them into the quarry.
And he called his dad, and this guy told him that's what had busted through their house. And they were looking for him, and I told him, I said, "Mike, I said, you got to tell Jim what's going on. You got to tell him." I said, "I can't let him get in no trouble because you want to be crazy." And I had called my cousin that lives across the road, but nobody was home because I was scared. I didn't know what to do.
Okay. And is that when we showed up?
Yeah.
Now that these interviews have concluded, there is, of course, one more person who the police need to have a little chat with.
Which one? This one or that one?
Young Mike. There you go. Dumbass. The fucking dumbass.
This is 18-year-old Mike Bargo, mastermind and instigator of the Seth Jackson murder.
Damn, look at his face.
He flops down in the chair where the detective directs him, his body language immediately seeming to indicate that he will not be as cooperative as his fellow conspirators.
Yo, Mike, I get these off the way. They're really killing my wrist.
Mike may be feeling powerless, so he tries to take control of the situation right away by asking to have the handcuffs removed. The detective complies, likely to build goodwill.
I got a hole in that hand, and as you can tell.
Okay. I'm Detective Luke from American County Sheriff's Office. Okay? And I think you know why I'm here to talk to you. Okay? Before we talk or anything, I have to advise you of your rights. You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You understand each of these rights I have explained to you?
Yes, sir.
Having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to, it says us here, but I'm saying me. Do you wish to talk to me now?
I'd like to get on one phone call, because I need to get on with somebody. I need to call my lawyer.
You want to talk to a lawyer? Is that what you're telling me?
I mean, I'll talk to you, but I don't want to call my dad. I want to call my dad.
Hold on a second. You just said you want to talk to a lawyer. Did you want I talk to a lawyer, or do you want to talk to me? I want to clarify that first.
I'll talk to a lawyer.
Okay. Stand up.
The detective cuffs him again and leads him away. Before questioning has even begun, it is over. The so-called Summerfield Six, Mike Bargo, Amber Wright, Kyle Hooper, Charlie Ely, Justin Soto and James Havens III were charged for their roles in Seth Jackson's murder and faced trial. James Havens III was charged as an accessory to murder after the fact for helping dispose of the body and pleaded guilty. His sentence carries a penalty of up to 30 years in prison, but the most recent updates indicate that his sentence was deferred. Amber, Kyle, Charlie, and Justin were convicted of first-degree murder, receiving life sentences. In 2020, after serving nearly 10 years of prison time, Charlie Ely's lawyer earned a retrial on claims of an ineffective defense team, and she accepted a plea deal for second-degree murder, reducing her sentence by a decade. With time served, she was freed at 27 years old. As both the primary instigator and shooter, Mike Bargo was sentenced to death for his crime and awaits his fate on death row. His last words before heading back to his cell after sentencing were reportedly, "May God have mercy on my soul."
What?